In this video, you will see an example of how to choose a simple random sample from a population and how to describe choosing this sample. In this example, the context is, each year the State Department of Education randomly selects 3 schools from each district and conducts a detailed audit of their attendance records. Below is a list of all schools in the Centerville School District. Describe how to select a simple random sample, SRS, of 3 schools from this list of 19 schools. There are 3 steps to complete this process, and typically we use a random number generator for step 2. But step 1 is to label each individual in the population with a distinct number from 1 to capital N, where N is the number of individuals in the population. Step 2 is to use a random number generator to select N different integers that can be unique integers, but they need to be different from the population. And finally, step 3 is to select and choose the 3, in this case, individuals that correspond with the randomly selected integers. And the individuals in this case are the schools in the district. So, starting off, you would label them, the schools, from 1 to 19. So I'll finish this all the way down to 19. And it will look something like this. Next, you're going to want to use a random number generator. So on the numbers calculator, that would be going to the toolbox, scrolling down to probability, scrolling down to random, and using the random integer no repeat option. I've labeled the schools from 1, the first school, all the way to school 19. And I want to choose 1 school at a time. So when I press enter, the first school is school number 4. I press enter again. School number 3 was randomly chosen, and school number 1. So when I go back to my list, if I were actually doing this, I would be looking at the attendance records from school number 4, school number 3, and school number 1. A different person might get a completely different random sample. So for example, if I did this again, maybe I would get now school 19, school 2, and school 16. So of course, if you were actually doing this, you would get your 1 sample, but this is just showing you that different random samples could give different set of 3 schools. Finally, you would move into the main skill of being able to write out the process of choosing the 3 schools. So step 1, label the schools from 1 to 19. Step 2, say that you're going to use a random number generator to choose 3 unique numbers. And then finally, with the 3 schools with the corresponding numbers, conduct a detailed audit of their attendance records. So that last sentence just says that you selected those, in this case, 3 schools. And what are you going to do with them is to conduct a detailed audit.